got the control panel took off. And the broken one and the player one spinner took off. Here's the two NOS ones I have. I did already take the board off of this one. And there's an E-clip here that keeps the actual spinner from sliding out. Take that off and pull the spinner out. Little metal ring. Just pry that off. And there's little tabs here two on this side, two on this side. These two pieces are identical and they just clip together. Pressure on. I hate taking these tab things apart because I always end up breaking them usually. There's one side. I just like to put a small screwdriver in between the two halves. That way it kind of forces them apart. So when I pull those tabs out, it pops apart. I find it to be a little easier that way. At least on the first side. There we go. And the two halves just come apart. There's the little encoder wheel. And it's got two little plastic, what is the book called? Bearings? Yeah, two little plastic bearings. And one on this end, one on this end. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I don't even know if I'm in frame. There's a little key here. And same thing on this side. That fits into a little groove here. So when you put that back together, you need to make sure those two line up. But the reason I'm taking them apart, since they're new, I need to put a little machine oil. It calls for light machine oil. So it calls for light machine oil. I'm just wiping this off to make sure it's clean. Same thing on this one. And the bearing on this side. Alright. And I got a little light oil in the bottle here. And the book for maintenance on these things says to put a little bit on this flat side here, put a drop on the south side and a drop on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and kind of put my drop there, which that bottle makes kind of big drops, but it'll be alright. And a little bit on the inside. Put it back on. it's not going to spin super freely because they're not really broken in yet, but this one here is the old one, and it spins quite good. So I'm just hoping once these have been broken in a bit that they'll start spinning freely. Technically, I did kind of sort of mess up there. It's easier if you put them in here first, that we can line up that notch. But I'll just leave that one on there. See, there's the sides. There's two screw holes where this board sits here, and the sides that actually have the threaded hole is the side that has. Oh. I always forget. Yeah. The side that has the threaded hole, which is this one here, is the side that does not have the splined end. If you can see on this end, hope you can see, it's got teeth on the inside of that shaft, which is what the knob fits into. But yeah, like I said, the threaded side gets the flat side. Let me get this bearing off here. Get it put in its housing. There we go, clipped it in place. Then I'm going to stick this one on there and just make sure you line up the two openings because you can put it on backwards. Get that put on. Do one side. And then put the shaft in there just so I can spin it a bit and make sure those bearings aren't still aligned. Like that. That one's not. Got those two halves put together. Give it a few spins. Then okay, the middle sleeve you took off. Make sure you get that pushed back on. Fuzz. That middle shaft put back on. Threaded side. Get this put back on. And we're good for now. When you put it back in here, go like this, and then you put the carriage post in through the other side, and then screw them down through here to hold it down, and then you put the shaft through and put the E-clip on. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one taken apart, and I'll be back. back in. Plug. Be careful. Washer room. And the lock nut. Tighten down. Oh. That ain't the right size. This is. As far as I can get it. Whoops. Do the same thing on the other side. Whoop. Oh. There it is. Apparently I dropped a few things. Get it fold in. Hold it in place with your hand. You want a washer. And the lock nut. Tighten down. Now they stay great. So, put that down. Make sure it's one of the NOS knobs. Put the other side in. Oh, this is one of the NOS ones. Put it in the same way. Plug that in. And then knob, just slide it through. And take the E-clip. Tiny E-clip. It fell on the Halloween. Oh, there it is. usually don't have this much trouble with these clips. Just going to see if it says anything about which, because there's two notches. I'm assuming I can put it on either one. Yeah. So I need to put it in the groove closest to the housing. Same thing on this side. New wheel through. Grab one of the E-clips. And hopefully get it in there the first time. Alright, here we go. New knobs on the control panel. And it seems to spin quite well. So, time to put it back up there. Alright. Pretty simple, just put the connector harness back up. Make sure all your wirings are out. Before I do that, oh, duh, it's still in there. So you get the screws. I just put them in hand tight so I don't have to pull. And you put the screws in. There you go. All four controls.